figure it out. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Totally.
It's a community show, right?
I know, right?
Additional information is available at parkviewsl.com or by phone at 509-684-5677. Thank you, Parkview Senior Living, for your support of KCHW 102.7.
This is KCHW 102.7.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Wheeler, Loon Lake, Clayton.
Good morning. It's your KCHW morning show. It is Thursday, February 5th, March 5th, rather. February 5th was a month ago. I was just testing you. Yeah, it is. It's our birthday today.
Yes.
It is KCHW's 14th birthday today. We have a very special show planned today.
Excellent. 14
Yeah.
years. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm excited. And of course, I'm Chuck Ritchie. This is my co-host, Gina Greenwood. We have a plethora of guests today coming up. We've got some guests from KCHW, current and past. We've got Scott coming on. We got Tom, also known as Dr. Jazz.
Yes.
We have our very own Dirt Road Doug coming on.
That's good.
And I do believe we also have a special guest coming in from the Woodland Theater, Miss Nancy. So we're going to talk about some stuff going on with the Woodland Theater and do a little reminiscing about KCHW past.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we have a packed show.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. We're full up.
Right? Yeah, we got a lot going on.
Enthusiastically full.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a great day. We're going to have a full house in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and get on with it so we can get through this stuff here. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weather.
Okay.
Of course, this weather report brought to you by 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort. Let's see here. I got to find the right tab.
Gorgeous weather this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my
It's gonna
goodness.
be warm.
I mean, like, this past weekend was lovely.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was.
And I was happy for them because of the scheduling and all the things they had going on.
Oh yeah.
People were out, sun shining on the deck, I'm sure, and having fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ended up having to go into Spokane. It was a gorgeous day for a drive.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So today we have a high of 53 degrees. Maybe a few showers in the morning, some cloudy skies in the afternoon, then clearing up overnight with a low of 33 degrees, rather. Then Friday, we have a high of 50 degrees, 40 degrees overnight with mostly cloudy skies, not much chance of rain. Then on Saturday, a high of 57 degrees, starting to warm up.
57.
57 degrees.
57.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? With a 45-degree low overnight, so it's going to stay in the mid-40s overnight even. With mostly cloudy skies, we've got about a 23% chance of a little bit of rain. Get this one. On Sunday, Sunday the high is 58 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're getting up there. There's a couple, I'm not going to talk about them yet, but there's a couple that are even warmer than that coming up in the future.
Okay.
With a 33-degree overnight low, the 45 and 26 starting to cool down a little bit on Monday with some partly cloudy skies. Then on Tuesday of next week, 41 for the high, 29 overnight. So again, getting down to the 20s again at night. So I think that almost 60 and 45 at night is
Kind
of the outlier here.
when
But
my car was frozen, my car was frosted the other day. Like,
was it?
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Nice?
So it's a rare thing, this
Yeah.
weather we're having.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it is March
we
though.
missed the snow. I mean, we really needed snow, but
Yeah,
we
I-
desperately needed the snow. But
I think maybe it's a little. We're a little past that season though.
I know.
It's
but what I'm
it's
saying is
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate for the earth, but yeah,
Hey, winter, you missed.
we missed the winter.
They got plenty on the East Coast.
I know.
Yeah,
Heard that.
man, oh man. All right, so then let's see here. What do we have going on here? Where was I? Oh, Wednesday. We got, again, looking about the same, 41 for the high, 33 overnight, but a little bit of snow in the forecast. So probably not going to stick around if we do get any. Maybe they might get some up in the higher elevations.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed for that. I know the ski hill needs it. Then we've got some showers in the morning on Friday. Or I'm just losing track of things all over the place. Rain or snow showers likely Thursday morning of next week. 47 for the high, 33 overnight. That's sitting about a 42% chance. So, but if we look ahead, I kept getting distracted by these numbers in the middle of the month, around the 18th, 19th. 59 degrees it's calling for the high. So we're getting close to that 60-degree weather.
Right.
Not quite there yet. Hold off. We're not there yet. All right.
Well, the first day of spring is March 20th.
Is that when it is officially?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So we are getting close.
We are.
I can't believe we're already almost in the second week of
It's unbelievable.
March. It's wild.
Universe is speeding up.
Right?
As I've said for a while now. It's true.
All right, so let's take a look at the higher elevations. We have 27 inches of snow at the base of the mountain. No new snow in the last few days. 52 inches of snow at the summit, but they've gotten about an inch of snow in the last 24 hours. So they did get a little bit last night and yesterday when we got the rain here in town. Oh, pardon me. Shouldn't be yawning on the air. That's not good. All right. I'm boring myself. All right, so we have 32 degrees at the base of the mountain currently with light winds, good visibility and partly cloudy skies. 31 degrees up at the summit with up to about 10-mile-an-hour winds. Again, with good visibility. There is new snow, a little bit of new snow, some skier pack snow, and 16 trails are groomed. 78 trails are open up at the mountain. For more information about these,
quite a bit of trails.
I know, right?
78?
Yeah.
Wow.
They've got a ton.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
So then let's say, for more information about mountain conditions or events happening at 49 Degrees North Mountain Resort, you can visit ski49n.com. And speaking of, for our birthday celebration a little bit later,
Right.
I do have 2 ski passes to give away for our birthday celebration. So any listeners, if you're listening on Facebook, if you're not listening on Facebook, get on Facebook, check into our live feed, and comment, and we will do something a little bit later in the second half of the show to win some ski tickets.
Oh,
So there you go.
excellent.
There you go. All right. Let's see here. Where are we now? Let's get into the community calendar.
Okay.
All right.
So this art show, I just want to shout out to the Twila Arts Guild. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful show. Excellent show.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. It was impressive at the Mysticlaw.
I've heard nothing but
Ballroom,
good,
the
yeah.
It was a beautiful lighting and just the way the guild members put everything together. It was a community show, really beautiful art and children's art too from the art in the schools.
Yeah.
Right? That was
Yeah.
awesome. And your meeting, the creative district meeting, was
Yeah, the annual
very
meeting.
fun, and I won.
You did. You won
I won the cheesecake of
amazing
Julie.
lime cheesecake.
I know. Brought you a couple pieces
Thank
to
you.
share.
I appreciate
And
it.
it was delicious. And I'm like, me? What? Because that was fun to
Yeah.
win. Yeah. And I've been sharing
That's awesome.
the deliciousness.
I was secretly hoping you'd bring in some of that today. I figured you would. But you know what? Actually, before we get into the calendar, I forgot about a couple things here.
Okay.
We have our Chewelah Valley Lions Club calendar.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 names on there. We have Kevin Shalak, and of course, KCHW.
There you go.
It is our 14th birthday
and
today.
my friend Angela Ward's birthday
Oh,
today.
yeah.
And the late great, who's passed over, Tweak, it would have been he's the Spirit World birthday today.
Okay. What's his name?
His name's Tweak.
Tweak?
Surfer name.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Tweak Carter. Narada's dad, actually. Narada
Oh,
Carter's
wow.
father. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you ready to join me in a song?
Okay.
We're gonna do another song later, but this one was just Paula's happy birthday song. Ready?
Happy birthday. Okay.
Happy birthday, happy day, happy birthday,
birthday.
yay!
Yay! Woo!
At least you get.
Goo-doo-goo-doo-goo.
It's all about the jazz hands with that one. I don't think that's an official birthday song. That's just one Paula made up one day, and it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Awesome.
All right, and then we take a look at the school breakfast and lunch menu here. I need to get over there. I haven't had it opened yet. Oh, come on now. Of course, now it's being slow for us.
So
So-
Art Walk is tonight.
Yep, yep.
That's going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful show at the Trail's End. I mean, a lot of different artists of various places, of course, the Yale Press, and we've got the brewery, and we have, I guess there's going to be a wine tasting at Westhoff, Fruitland Winery
Mm-hmm.
at the Westhoff Excavation, Tracy Spain at the Yale Press, And of course, that Winterfest show is incredible.
Yeah.
This is the last showing of that. So if you haven't made it to the Trails End, it's awesome. And then Monica, I'm not sure how to say her last name.
Sawinska.
Sawinska.
Yeah.
That's kind of an awesome name.
Yeah.
Sawinska. At
So
the brewery.
Monica, if the mural that was up at the old bank building before it got torn
okay.
down, that was
All right.
Monica's
That
mural.
was
Yeah.
hers. And then Marta
Luder.
Luders at the Cattle Country Couture. So that's happening.
Yeah. 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 And of course, the Winterfest for the Arts is still continuing over at the
It's
Trails
an
End Gallery.
incredible show.
So
And that's a juried show. So
Yep,
people
yep.
obviously, submit their work. Incredible work.
oh, absolutely.
It's really quite impressive.
So they named the winners of the juried show right at the beginning of it before Winterfest.
Mm-hmm.
But then yesterday, live on the air with Tim, we
Okay.
announced the winner of the People's Choice Award.
Ooh,
And
did
I've
you
got
say?
I've got his name here.
Okay.
That is Gary Roach with
Okay.
his his wood carved turtle called
Oh,
Ike.
Ike.
It's either Ike or Ike. We're not really sure, but I'm calling him Ike because I think it's a good nickname. for him. I like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So congratulations.
Yeah.
All right. So today, big shout out to Bus 13.
That's 13.
Right. So we have for breakfast today a breakfast entree with an omelet and hash brown, a variety of bagels, variety of cold cereal, apple juice, fresh fruit variety, or your choice of milks. And then for lunch, let's see what we have. I got to go back and get the lunch menu now. They've changed their menu. It's really nice and it's easy to read, but you do have to like sort of dive into it and
Search
get
for
through
it.
it. Yeah. All right. So today we have for lunch they have baked penne pasta
Oh.
with a raw veggie bar and fruit, a can or a canned variety of fruit or fresh fruit with a cinnamon giant goldfish graham crackers. Okay.
Giant.
It says cinnamon giant goldfish grahams. Okay.
All right.
There you go. Or choice of milk. They got a whole bunch of types of milk there.
Well,
There
it
we
is
go.
Pisces season, So let's go for the fish.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Is Pisces the fish one?
That's me. I'm
Okay,
a Pisces.
I don't know
Lots of
anything about
Pisces.
it.
Lots
So-
of Pisces are born around these times. So yeah, we're swimming in the same sea.
Right on. I know I'm a Virgo, but other than that, I don't know what that means. So,
I know. Well,
other than I'm.
you have to really get your chart done. Like people say, I'm this sun sign, I'm this sun. But really and truly, it's best to get your actual chart done.
Mhm.
Because like the blueprint when you come into the universe,
Yeah.
so you have your rising sign, right?
Mhm.
Your sun sign, and then you also have, let's see, rising is, there's three kind of important ones. We got the sun sign, the rising sign, and what's the other one? I'm drawing a blank, but it's okay. But there's a lot of people born and this time of year.
Yeah.
We had Pisces parties right here at this location.
Oh, right on.
We're gonna have another one too on the
Yeah.
14th
Oh, cool.
at the O, and Leah B is gonna be the DJ,
Nice.
so everyone can come out. It's gonna be karaoke, but I said you better be playing some dance tunes too. I just dance around anyhow, doesn't matter. But
Right.
yeah, so come on
Awesome.
out. It'll be fun. 14th. That's next Saturday.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That does sound like fun.
It is fun. It'll be fun for sure.
All right. So as we head into the community calendar here, we have the Senior Citizens Potluck and Games happening at 3060 3rd Avenue in Valley. That's where senior citizens from Valley, Schuyler, and Springdale are invited to join
That's
them on
the
the.
fire station.
Yeah, on
it's
the
a
first.
very nice building, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Super nice. Yeah.
I've never been out
I've
there.
gone to like a couple like bridal showers or something like that. But and that sounds so fun. I'm so glad that the elders and people getting together, have some community energy and share some food. And
Oh yeah,
it's great.
yeah.
It's a great thing.
And of course that happens on the first and third Thursday of every month.
Okay.
As you said, at the Valley Fire Department building. Then let's see, we've got the Chihuahua Food Bank is open today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Senior Citizen Center right here in Chihuahua. Then, of course, as we mentioned, it is the first Thursday Art Walk.
Yes.
You kind of hit all of
I
where
think-
everybody was, and
I mean, it's just going to be, please come out. Check it out.
yeah, it's going to be a great one. Is there people walking in? No.
No.
All right, so let's see, and then Craigmire Karaoke is going to be at the Oasis Tavern from 8:30 to 11:30. That's at 109 North Park Street in Chihuahua. Then tomorrow morning is the Chamber of Commerce meeting happening at the Missisquoi Cafe inside the casino from 7 to 8 a.m. The public is welcome and invited to join. Winter Pickleball is happening at the Old Middle School Gym from 8:30 to 11:30 at West 106 Lincoln in Chihuahua. Then there's bingo happening at the Chihuahua Senior Center from 1 to 3 p.m. and that again is at 302 East Main Avenue. Now, I don't have anything on the calendar. Actually, I have this one thing on the calendar here for Saturday. It is a Maximizing Retirement Income Seminar. Let's see, where is this?
Maximizing retirement.
Yes, maximize your retirement income. So they're going to learn about the potential to maximize Social Security benefits, important filing strategies, navigating taxes in retirement, new tax law strategies related to your investments. Yeah, so that is Thursday, March 5th, 6:30. Oh, it says Saturday, rather.
Saturday,
sorry.
Yeah.
It is happening today at 6:30 p.m. or Saturday, March 7th at 10 a.m. to 11:30 at the Loon Lake Library.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 2 different times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. So then on Sunday, we have winter pickleball back at the old middle school gym. This time from 2 p.m. to 4:30. There we go.
You have to be 18 to go to the middle school.
You do. You do. And then just a couple things coming up next week. The Chill with the Chamber meeting is happening at Fired Up Pizza at noon. It'll be the 3rd annual Chill with the Chamber meeting. They've been doing those luncheons once a month. They've been quite a hit. It's just kind of a group of folks sitting around brainstorming ideas and talking about improvements that we can make in town and
There you go.
figuring out how to work together to make those things happen.
Collaboration.
Yeah. And then next weekend at where is this? The Colville Ag and Trade Center at 317 West Astor in Colville. This is free to the public. Is the PGMC Gem and Mineral Show. So yeah, that's
In Colville, the Egg Center
yeah. That's happening Friday and Saturday.
of next weekend.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's always a good one. I know I've got a lot of folks that I know a lot of people that attend that every year. They
I
make
do
sure.
believe that, it is in Spokane, but people go to Spokane
Mhm.
from here. The Custer Show, I believe, is this weekend, which is a really awesome show.
The what show?
Custer Antique Show. It's called the Custer Show.
Oh, Custer. The Custer guy, the military guy.
I'm not sure exactly why it's named that, but yeah, it's at the Egg Center, I do believe. But it's always a great show too.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, just a second here. I gotta do something here. We have a guest joining us on Zoom, and I forgot to send the Zoom link. Uh-oh. So I gotta send the Zoom link here real quick, live on the air as we go.
As we go.
So yeah, very excited, and I want to give a huge thank you to everyone that voted for the People's Choice Award.
Yes.
Of course, that was sponsored by the Chewila Creative District. That's going to be a lot of people put so much work into there. I can't even imagine the pressure that goes on the judges to judge those things, because there is so much incredible work
I know,
submitted.
incredible, right?
I mean, I can't imagine having to pick anything. You know, it just seems really overwhelming to just think about. Okay, this
particular Winterfest at the Trails End is really impressive.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
quality is incredible.
It was a really good one.
It's happening, so come out tonight, you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, let me see here. Oh, hold on just a second. I'm getting a message. Uh-oh. Okay, I got a message that our volume was really low, so I'm going to see what's going on with that. We have no volume at all going out online.
We have no volume.
Uh-oh. What's happening here? Check, check, check.
Little glitch.
I'm not sure what's happening here.
14 years, you guys. Wow, in the radio. How incredible is that?
Yeah.
That's incredible to think about it, right?
Oh, it is.
And all the hard work, and shout out to Scott, who's the one that you're going to try and get on Zoom, right?
Yeah. Oh, just a second. Scott says, I am getting some volume. I'm just quiet here. So I'm not showing anything at all on my online streamer. I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, let's just get this up and going here. My volume's way high. This is interesting. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Scott, I'm getting messages from Scott. He's helping me out here.
Of course he is.
Yeah, we're going to take our quick break. Actually, we're going to take a break a little early.
Let's take a break.
And we're gonna throw some news on, and we're gonna try to fix this volume
Sounds
issue
like a good idea.
while we're on a break.
Right. Perfect.
we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. You're listening to KCHW 102.7, Northern Lights Public Radio. Stand by. We're experiencing some technical difficulties.
To be continued in just moments. So we're off now, right?
Yeah.
So can you call him and just talk to him?
Yeah.
So it's kind of good that you want to break early because if Nancy shows up,
Yeah.
you can have her come on early. Do you know what I'm right? Is that what
Yeah.
you're thinking?
Hey, so what in the world is going on here? Everything's normal. Yeah. Yeah. I was looking at the meter on OBS and it's, yeah. Yeah, for some reason the production computer, the volume is usually at about 57%. It's turned up to 98. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's all we're getting. Well, check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Check, check, check. Test, test, test. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Yeah, we've never been able to have it up that high before. That would just peg everything out. Well, look at our stream bot. That's not getting anything. Mm-mm. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop it real quick, check the settings, and make sure we're on the right sound card. Yeah. 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 Here, I'm gonna. Yeah. 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 The news is playing. Um. Everybody, what? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing's muted. So you know what I did? so Woodland Theater has a play going on this weekend, and apparently I messaged her like a month and a half ago, and I didn't even realize it because Gina was asking when she's going to be on, and I'm like, oh, I think she's going to be on next week, and then I checked my email with her. It was today. And I didn't put it on my calendar. So we may have a fun second half of the show. We might have to do a little quick thing for the birthday and then talk to her. Yeah. Yeah.
It means I can need to sell my truck or do the bankruptcy. It's been 5 years. I worked hard for that, invested money in my business.
Many drivers got a letter last fall saying their license would be revoked on March 6th. The California Department of Motor Vehicles hasn't announced a workaround and didn't respond to a request for comment. I'm Suzanne Potter.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
This is KCHW 102.7 FM.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, this is the news from rural America. As the nationwide expansion of data centers reaches New England, unanswered questions are causing some communities to pump the brakes. Late last year, officials in rural Wiscasset, Maine voted to pause plans for a $5 billion AI facility along the Back River, which empties into Maine's Casco Bay. Richard Davis was among those who urged his town to break off negotiations to give them time to consider downsides seen in other areas.
In terms of water usage, electricity usage, air pollution, ground pollution, noise pollution, light pollution, and broken promises.
The response in Wiscasset echoes a data center moratorium proposed in Maine's legislature this year. Seth Berry leads Our Power, a nonprofit that supports the pause.
There are just so many unknowns, and we really have to slow this down and step back and look at this massive new development, preferably as a region.
Montana's school-based health clinics have surprising academic benefits, better attendance, and fewer suspensions. The clinics aren't new, but since a 2020 expansion, the Montana Healthcare Foundation says 70% of school districts report decreased absenteeism. Todd Wester with Livingston Public Schools says the clinics keep students healthier while also creating a friendlier environment.
Having it just right there, we think, allows students to stay more present in classes and just drop in.
The foundation's Kelsey Gummer says there are more than 80 clinics on campuses connected to more than 100 schools, with half in often underserved rural areas.
52% are available in rural areas, so really increasing access to services and allowing kids to get services they wouldn't otherwise.
Gummer says they hope to add more clinics, using $5 million out of the $230 million Montana's getting from the federal Rural Health Transformation Program. A Missouri project helping small communities construct connected trail networks is hoping to improve health and fitness and bring in visitors. The Rails to Trails Conservancy is steering the Trail Nation program. Director Kelly Pack says it's building better connections from local towns to the state's public lands.
A group in southeast Missouri are looking at closing some of the critical gaps to the Ozark Trail systems.
Folks already hike, bike, backpack, and ride horses on the Ozark Trail. Noting the economic opportunities, PAC says the larger trail network will mean safe, welcoming spaces with shopping and dining options for residents and out-of-state visitors who might otherwise miss the small towns.
It is going to help really propel either their outdoor recreation access or their place as a tourist destination in their region.
For the Daily Yonder and Public News Service, I'm Roz Brown. For more rural stories, visit dailyyonder.com.
And welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. We're in here getting everybody situated around. It is KCHW's 14th birthday today. Once again, we have some very special guests in the studio with us today. We have, of course, myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have our co-host, Miss Gina Greenwood. On Zoom, I have the founder of the station and our good friend, Scott Schlafman, on with us. And coming in a little bit, we've got Tom. We also have a couple of ladies from the Woodland Theater. They're the director and is it the director and the music director, the vocal director for Little Women in here. We've got Stasia and Nancy with us, so we've got a full house packed in here. First, before we get to them with Woodland Theater, we're going to do a quick little birthday celebration. Are you with us, Scott? I don't think Scott's with us here. All right. So we had a little bit of a chaos there. We had to take a little early break because we were having some sound issues. Got those figured out. Now we're back up full volume.
Okay.
And yeah, let me get our other cameras out here.
And let Tom, make sure Tom's mic's on.
There we go.
Hi.
We got Gina. We got Gina with some cake.
I'll just come in between you gentlemen, so we can put on camera, right?
I took your spot. Hey, Dr. Jazz, look at that.
All right.
I'm just gonna go like this. Can you see the cake?
Yeah, we can.
Yay!
All right, so we're gonna we found out too as we came in, it is also Nancy's birthday.
Yes.
So happy birthday, Nancy! That was a fun little surprise. It's birthdays all around.
Wow.
14 years for the radio station.
All right, we're not. Scott's not quite with us yet.
Okay. So what do I do?
We're waiting on Scott.
Do I blow these out and relight them or what?
Scott's going to join us for the birthday song.
Okay. Can you see us all?
Are you ready, Scott?
I am ready. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. And Scott proving that he is always useful here. He got us back going, got the sound up again. Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate that.
Yes, we got some echo there, but I think I just fixed it.
Outstanding.
All right. So, Chuck, I just wanted to pick on you a little bit because when you were having problems with your podcast, you were okay on the radio. But I could tell Chuck was in trouble because he was doing the death spiral with the mouse. It was just going.
Look, I don't know what to do. I was sweating.
and you have no idea how lucky you are. You cannot. I mean, the worst thing you can ever do on a live show is reboot your sound card live. And I did it, and it worked. That never works, Chuck. So there you go.
Well, I did figure out what happened. I saw it right there in the last moment, and I do think it was my fault, but that's okay.
Can you see the cake?
All right. Do you see
cake?
It's a bunch of little mini cupcakes. You can't really see in the camera through the flames, but
What kind of weapon have you got there?
this is so we don't have to spit all over the candles.
Oh, okay.
It's cute.
They're twisted anyway. Okay.
It's a duster.
I can blow these out in a minute.
All right. So everybody, we have Stasia, vocal director in here that to lead us. Maybe she can help us with a happy birthday song. Ready? Ready?
Is this live?
Ready?
That mic right there.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to us.
KCHW.
Happy birthday, KCHW.
14 years.
Happy birthday to us.
All right. Good morning to
You know what?
And many
My,
more.
my thing here isn't turning on, so go ahead. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Whoa. Hey.
Whoa.
There we go.
I want that tool.
Right?
Never go anywhere without the sound effects.
Right, exactly.
All right. Hey, two of our original DJs, Tom Walters and Doug McQuain. Yeah.
In the studio with us. Thank you
All
guys so
right.
much for coming out this morning.
Something you guys might not know. Can I steal your show for a second?
Yeah,
Chuck?
absolutely, man.
All right. So both Tom and Doug were there at the very first Let's Get Some DJs KCHW meeting. And this was more than 14 years ago. This was 15 years ago, because our first actual official broadcast 2012. May 5th. So we're starting our 15th year. What a lot of people might not know, a couple things about Tom. Tom is Chewella's first disc jockey. Now, years ago, there was a radio station in Chewella. It was a pirate radio station and got shut down by the FCC, which is always exciting.
Okay.
I'm not going to name any names, but I know who it was. And then there was a station that Tom will remember this, that was called KCHW. The only way we got call letters, there's no good call letters left. When I started the radio station, I couldn't find any good call letters. Then I discovered that the KCHW call letters from Chewella's original radio station only lasted about a year. It was Gene Descharme and Liz Riley had started it, and they both passed away within 6 months, and nobody knew what to do with the radio station. Because of that, those call letters went into limbo. I figured it out. After 20 phone calls, I got somebody at the FCC, a real person, and they helped me secure those call letters back for Chewella. And to have the CHW in there, people probably don't realize how insanely difficult that would have been.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that was
right.
a big score. One of our original DJs from back in the 90s that was on that station playing jazz, Dr. Jazz, Mr. Tom Arnold. So now these 15 years ago that we started this radio station, a couple years in, Tom started producing shows. If you haven't seen the post I did on KCHW's Facebook page for him. So Tom asked me to train him how to record his radio shows. And he started recording shows. Now Tom has on the Public Radio Depository 428 jazz programs that have been downloaded over 150,000 times. Tom Walters.
Isn't that wild?
That is crazy.
I love that. I think that is fantastic.
All right. I just wanted to share that. And Doug there since the beginning, too. Before they kicked us off of YouTube for streaming 24/7, Doug used to play a blow-up guitar for the webcam every show.
Where did the blow-up guitar go?
It's anybody's guess this time of the morning.
Right.
I am
that's
a
fair.
morning person, but, well, I did my show last night, and then I had a lingering session when I got home.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing some home recording, and I got kind of sucked into that. So I could have used a little bit more nappage, but that's okay. I'm really glad to be here, and especially for the birthday. You know, and because I was so tired, I forgot all about the 14th anniversary, actually 15th since.
Yeah.
And actually, it was Dr. Jazz that got me interested because he was already doing it and invited me in for one of his shows, and I was so enamored with the whole idea that I just had to jump on it for sure.
Yeah.
I've always
In case you were wondering.
I've always wanted to ask you something, Doug. I know you're a jazz guy too. And
yeah.
I kind of hogged the jazz. Were you kind of bummed out that I was already doing jazz?
Oh no,
good.
There's so many genres that you could go to, and I love all music. You know, it doesn't matter. All popular music appeals to me, and of course, jazz is as American as basketball. What can I say?
Apple pie.
Yeah, it is. Is basketball or baseball more American?
Basketball, definitely.
Is it?
Yeah, because baseball had antecedents in other countries.
Oh, okay.
And now, of course, it's spread internationally. They got the big tournament going on between all the countries in baseball. What do you got here? Oh, yeah, you got to have a...
There you go.
Some
Party favors.
I talk too much. That's why they put me on the radio.
If you would have planned in advance, Chuck, you could have sent some to me in Maine.
I know, right? I should have said, hey, Scott, go to the dollar store.
They're silent.
All right. So, Scott, tell everyone out there what exactly we're celebrating. What milestone is this? I know because I've seen the paperwork, but tell everyone what we're celebrating here.
So we are starting, I guess we're 15 years old, and we are starting the beginning of our 15th year of broadcasting. So many people to thank that I don't, from along the way over the 15 years, I don't think it's possible. I mean, this all came about because Chihuahua's my hometown. I went to high school here. I'm a JHS graduate. And I had moved back to town, and I wanted to volunteer at that little public radio station that got started. And when I went looking for them, they were off the air. And that started this whole endeavor of how do I get it back for Chihuahua? And that led me to my wife at the time, Shelly, was friends with Tom through the theater, through PACA. And she took me to meet Tom. Then Tom, I'm going to use first names only. And then Tom took me to meet the president of Community Celebrations, who did Chautauqua at the time, and that was John. And through that whole process, Community Celebrations sponsored us because you had to be a nonprofit 2 years old to apply for a radio license. Oh. So I got Community Celebrations to apply for the radio station license and did a contract with us after we were 2 years old. They would divest it to us with no money involved. And that's exactly what happened. So if it wasn't for Community Celebrations and a bunch of those people in the Chihuahua Performing Arts Center and PACA, the radio station wouldn't have been able to happen. So that's how it all came about. And Tom, my wife introducing me to Tom, who we'd never met, and then Tom opening doors for me with people in the community. And I have never done anything with my wife that's lasted 15 years, especially my marriages.
Oh.
I thought I'd get a lot more laughs out of that one. Sorry.
There you go. All right. Well, hey, I want to thank. We don't have a ton of time to do this because we do have some other guests coming on. But I want to thank you guys for coming in and helping celebrate the day. Please hang out with us. But I just want to sort of kind of go around the table and sort of tell some stories of your first time here at the radio station. What brought you in here? So Tom, let's go ahead and hear from you.
Well, I had worked on several other radio stations here in town, Pirate One and Community Celebrations, and when I heard that we were starting another one, I jumped right on it. And of course, we didn't have a studio or a place or anything. And Lynn, the owner of this building, was friendly towards having a radio station, so we started out over in the carpet store. Remember that, Doug?
I do. Yeah.
And,
that's what got me going.
And then at some point, I don't remember how long it was, but we moved into the room next door, right to the north of us here, and we were in there for a good many years, and we had a booth in there, and then we moved into this building.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, the transformation.
And we should give Lynn Husby some kudos for that. Lynn owns the building, used to own the carpet store. He literally built the radio station, 2 different studios, and you guys are all sitting in the most soundproof studio that I've ever sat in with all that carpet. It's beautiful for live music.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah, and if the community here hadn't embraced it from the very beginning, it wouldn't have grown like it has. That's it. That, and all the changes and all the improvements, and with Chuck coming in as a station manager, that made a huge difference here.
It did. We just went over 2025, and I'm not going to share like in-house information about financials, but just saying that by the end of the meeting, Chuck got a bunch of kudos for his performance in 2025 and taking the radio station really to another level. I couldn't have left it in the hands of anyone better. Please, everybody, put your hands together for Chuck Ritchie.
Oh, stop it.
He's kept it alive. Whoop, whoop. Definitely. So a lot of people along the way, and one thing to always remember and we all do this for free, but is to remember that this would not be happening if it wasn't for 15 years of community support. And the sponsors you hear on this station, a huge part of that. I mean, you take like SETI's and Dawson's and Chuck. I'm going to miss a couple. I'm going to miss a bunch of them. There are these sponsors that you hear on the radio, and a lot of them, like when I said SETI's and Dawson's, Dr. Kolstad was on with us for years. These sponsors and the people getting memberships of and people making donations.
Yeah.
And Chuck's fundraising efforts. That's what keeps this station on the air.
Oh yeah, God-fearing brothers been with us since the beginning.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, and really appreciate it. And you guys are going to be on here for a lot more years, right? I know you guys.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
God willing.
You're great. So how did you get in? How did you get in the station there, Doug?
Well, Tom, Dr. Jazz, was already doing this online. We didn't really have a broadcast signal at that point, but I saw what he was doing, and internet radio was just beginning to take off around the world. So, being an early adopter of all things technical or technology-wise, I thought, well, yeah, I should get involved in that if I can, and at least support it. And then when the chance to actually become a DJ came up, I went, wow. That's always been a dream of mine as a musician, how cool it would be to have my own show and showcase the kind of music that I love.
Yeah.
And, of course, with the blues, that's not hard to do. I mean, blues is so, ubiquitous Americana music. There's other styles, of course, and other genres of music that all mix together, and especially nowadays, it's all hybrid music. Jazz has transformed itself into something that you wouldn't have recognized 30, 40 years ago. I mean, really, you wouldn't call it jazz. It's something else. But anyway, that's
gypsy
my
jazz
opinion.
Is one of my favorite genres. It's sort of a
but the idea of
the
music education angle also appealed to me because I studied music, and anybody that studies music, it's like it gets in your blood. You know what I mean? And I was also inspired by Frank Delaney, who had the show in Spokane on public radio for years. It was Backwater Blues, and I would listen to that show, and I thought, wow, he must be having a lot of fun doing that. And so when the chance came up, Scott had mentioned to me that, hey, would you like to do a show? And I go, well, have you got a blues show? Because I knew jazz was already taken. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
In fact, I think as far as knowledge goes, my friend here, Tom, probably knows a lot more about certain aspects of jazz that I either avoided or was more my parents' generation of jazz.
Yeah.
When I came up in jazz, it was this more modern jazz, but of course he likes all of it, and I'm sure he enjoys some of the blues that I play. Maybe not all of it.
I do.
Okay, but it's all related. Jazz and blues are like they're siblings.
They grew up together. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a quick Doug story.
Yeah.
So I've trained a lot of DJs in 42 years, and I knew Doug in advance because of my ex Shelley, and I knew he was going to be a DJ, and I thought Doug talks too much. I'm going to have to buy an egg timer, and when Doug starts his break, he's going to have to put that egg timer on like a minute or minute and a half. That's your standard DJ break, pretty much, and so he quits talking in time, and I never had to worry about it. I could tell from his first break that he was a born natural. Oh, yeah. When guys start out, and I think DJs, the new ones that come on, it takes about 9 months till you get comfortable. Doug was comfortable from day one, and he was so good at it, I never needed the egg timer. So.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a couple of times where you had to counsel me as far as rules, FCC rules.
You broke a couple of those, Doug.
A couple of times, and but that's how you learn, I guess. Hopefully no one was damaged.
No.
That's okay. We can talk about that in pirate radio. I think the statute of limitations have run out on that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I do. We talked a little bit about Doug, you were saying that it was your dream for a long time to be a radio DJ. Scott, I found, and Scott, I'm sure you can testify to this. I mean, you were here a lot longer than I've been. Talk about dreams. We had, when you first introduced me to our Friday night DJ, Old Man Mark, one of the first things he said to me is, it has been my lifelong dream to be a radio DJ. and that's something that being here, we can make that. That's happened to multiple DJs now, where they've said, "I've dreamed of doing this for years," and like,
yeah, you should dream bigger.
Yeah, right. You should dream bigger. I'm like, okay, sure, go ahead.
Well, where I came up from, radio was the
Yeah,
big thing. It really
yeah.
was. That's how you found out about where the dances were and everything. That's it.
Well, even my generation, I think I'm of the last generation where I grew up, as a kid and as a teenager, and radio was it. Radio was, I probably listened to radio more than I watched TV,
Absolutely.
The kids going out to meet somewhere with the radios blaring in our cars and, calling in shout outs and calling in requests and saying, tell Susie I love her,
Well, as a medium, real-time broadcasting cannot be compared to any other form of communication. It's just a thing. It is. Still, to this day.
And I'm glad I do feel it on the horizon that radio, even if it's not going to make a full comeback, it's not going anywhere.
That's right.
I think it's transitioning, but it's
hope not.
It's not going to go anywhere. Well, Scott,
all right, Chuck, you need to get back to your show.
Yeah.
We're taking it all up on you.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring you guys on and thank you for everything, Scott, and thank you for starting the station and bringing everything you've done for the community, and wish KCHW a happy 14th birthday.
It was, and it was so cool to check in for the show this morning, and then to check in and see how you were doing and see you were having problems and be able to fix them for you. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm still useful. Whoop whoop.
I did that just for you, Scott.
Thank you. It really paid off.
Well, do you know what I did? I put in a new camera yesterday without realizing that I didn't disable the microphone on the new camera. Yeah, so thank you.
Looks good, Chuck. Great job. Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Thanks,
Tom
Scott.
and Doug. Great to see you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Thanks, Scott.
Beam me up, Scotty.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to transition just a little bit here. We're going to take a quick break. We're just going to thank our sponsors. We've already played a couple of news stories while we put out some fires here in the station, and then we started a literal one, but, that was just candles. So we'll be right back. Stick around with us. Don't go anywhere. As soon as I find this information, we're going to thank our sponsors, and we will be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Stick around.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:18.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
And welcome back. We are back again with the director and was it vocal?
Well, vocal and music director as well.
Okay, there you go. From Woodland Theater, you guys are doing Little Women,
Mhm.
correct? Coming up. I'm very excited. I haven't gotten my tickets yet, but I'll probably get out there next weekend. So why don't you go ahead? Let's introduce ourselves. We have Nancy here.
Hi, Nancy Christopher with Woodland Theater in Kettle Falls.
Outstanding. And Stasia?
Stasia Richmond, vocal directing, and then I have a vocal studio both in Colville and in Chewelah. I come down here and work with a lot of the singers from Stage Time.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm so grateful you guys came out today. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm got a little bit of extra thing there going on our cameras, but we'll leave it. So yeah, first of all, I want to let's start off back in history.
Okay.
This is actually I need to get a little close to that mic. I always say get it close enough to touch your tongue to it, but please don't lick it. If you do, we have Lysol over there, so
Okay.
you're fine.
Okay.
So this year is a milestone for
It
Woodland
is.
Theater.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, we've been in existence for quite some time. In fact, it was a theater built in 1940s. It was the Kettle Theater. And then it was turned over to the Old Mission Players. The Old Mission Players, now we've had different names over the years, but we still are the people that are performing. So the Old Mission Players in 76 did a show called He Ain't Done Right by Nell. And they are really our basic core of what we've changed into. And then it was the Old Mission Art Gallery, and then it was the Chamber Orchestra, and then it became Woodland Productions when we incorporated it and became a nonprofit. But
Wow.
it's 50 years. We have the original article here that was put in the Statesman Examiner from the first play. That's our performances. We've been
That's awesome.
longer, in existence since 75, but didn't do any shows until 76.
Oh.
So it's 50-year celebration.
50 years celebration.
50 years.
That is
What's-
pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What was the first show? I'm not reading the whole article on the air here, but what was the first show that was done there?
He Ain't Done Right by Nell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
An old melodrama, which I'm sure was very, very small and didn't have an orchestra, didn't have a lot of things to it, but it was the start.
Nice.
So important that you start. And, any project like that, people look at it and go, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. Like you start with what you have.
Oh yeah.
And that's the most
Absolutely.
important.
Well, I always, whether you're doing theater or radio or anything, I always encourage people that are worried about failing. Nobody fails who doesn't try.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to try, and if you fail, so what? Try again.
Give it a
Try
go.
something different. Don't give
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And I think that's when people do things, when people make things happen, there's a certain amount of, I'm not gonna say fearlessness, but maybe the willingness to fail that's necessary.
Yeah, and that's the basic thing in drama.
Oh yeah.
Is we're out there and we're trying, and then we fail, and then we figure it out, because even the show has been a series of things that have gone wrong and have taught our young cast that you persevere.
I think you learn more from having to make mistakes and fix those mistakes than you do from doing it right the first time.
Oh yeah. If you don't self-flagellate too much.
Right? Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't just shake it off and move along.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, personally, I've been involved with Woodland Theater for 37 years. This is my 37th year with them.
Wow.
Which is it's amazing to me that it went so quickly.
Right?
Yeah, it went so quickly. And so many things have changed. We're stepping into the digital age, which is amazing to me. We just purchased a very large LED board to start using LED lights in that building.
Yes.
And so we have a 5-year plan on that one. We've just added to the back of the building with a huge green room and dressing rooms. We bought a parking lot, which has storage, which we are working on building and keeping all our things so that we can share with a lot of different community theaters, which we
Yeah.
have done.
Yes, you have.
And we'll be
With-
doing
with
for
us
Annie,
and
too, so I'm excited.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so yeah, the digital board that you're talking about, the lighting,
Mhm.
the difference between the old style lighting where you had to get up on a ladder or get up on a catwalk and replace the gels. I mean, that's all done with the push of a button now. You can
It
change
is
the
so
colors.
amazing. Yeah.
We don't have it yet, so we still have people going up and down ladders.
We've
They'll be
just,
happy
we've
when
just
it's in.
purchased it like yesterday.
Yeah.
And thanks to Vincent, the Vincent Fund helped us purchase that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So yeah, it just and the lighting or the electrical use is a lot less. You don't have to worry about so much about heat. I mean,
Mhm.
you think about. I don't want to. I'm knocking on wood here because you're not switched over yet. But if you think about historically, all the there've been a lot of really bad accidents happen from those hot
Right.
lights.
Well, when I was up running the spotlight last night, I could see on the Licos the heat just wafting off of
Mhm.
them. So yes, it'd be really, really healthy for us and our volunteers not having to climb those ladders.
Right.
And healthy for the building that we're not running so much heat through it, which would be fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and shift gears to the play that we have going on here. Now this is Little Women.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about what the play is, and then we'll get into the dates and everything.
Okay.
So, sorry, that wasn't a great question.
It's still being asked.
Tell us
you know.
something about the play.
Tell us something about the play. Well, first off, I have to give a shout out to Jessica Richmond, who is also a director of the show. She was unable to be here today. She does have laryngitis.
Oh, no.
She stepped in, and she's the artistic director. I am the technical director.
And she is my sister.
And that's her sister.
Who just moved here about a year ago. In 2 days, it'll be exactly a year.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
From New York.
She has lots of experience.
From New York
boy.
City.
Yeah, she had been in a play with Christopher Reeves before he became Superman.
Wow.
Which is very impressive.
Yeah, she comes with a master's in theater and was in New York and has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yes.
So Louise May Alcott.
Louisa. Louisa May Alcott.
Make sure I say it correctly. This is actually based on a true story of her life.
Is it?
And how she became a writer. It's the mother and her 4 daughters and growing up in the Civil War. Some amazing music, and I have an astounding cast.
I have
the
heard.
vocal,
I've heard too,
the
yeah.
vocal chops on these people is out of this world. And we have some amazing young men, too, that are in the show. So every year is always a challenge to put it together at the community theater. How many people it takes, how many people working solidly, giving up their day jobs, giving up their time
Oh, yeah.
to make it happen is always astounding to me. But it's such a sweet story about how she became, she had a dream. She had a dream and she acted on it, and she stayed and persevered to the end till she became the writer she had said she was going to be.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So how old is how old is she in the play, the girl?
Jo is in her 20s, probably about 24, 25.
And that's when she starts her writing career.
Yeah, when she's a kid, when she's a kid, she starts. She's probably about 18 when she starts.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right.
So she's
when
younger.
she's a kid, where the show starts, and when she goes to New York, and when she does all of her research for her plays, which were awful, just awful.
Very,
when she was young.
Melodrama.
Yes.
Melodramatic.
Oh my. But
And she was a real, broke the ceiling because she was really a modern young woman in an age where people were very reserved and society's, guidelines of what was appropriate and what wasn't, and that's very much in the play. So she was kind of a tomboy. She spoke her mind. She didn't hold back.
Nice.
So she's a very modern young woman, and so she's the heroine. The writer, the author, that's her role.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And for this first large role for Charlie Dickey's 12 songs for her.
No,
That is-
20.
20 songs.
20
oh my
songs.
goodness. I didn't
20.
count them, I guess, right.
I'm the vocal
She's the
director, so
vocal
I remember.
director.
Yeah.
I said, "Are you ready?"
Definitely.
And a huge line load. I mean, it's a
is.
huge part.
She's carrying it wonderfully.
Really wonderful.
Oh, wow. And it's a really long play, right?
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yes.
That's incredible. I mean, for especially working with young people.
Yes.
Having them, anybody a 2 hour and 45 minute play. That's a lot of lines to remember.
Well, I
That's a
think
lot
the
of
young
songs to
people
remember.
have more energy than the older folks. I think they're okay, actually.
I think they have more energy, and if working with some of the young folks in our theater,
Yes.
man,
They help the adults.
They
Yes.
do.
Absolutely.
It's like they read their lines and they get them, and then they're like ready to be there for you to help you. And it's like maybe the day before the play, I might remember all my lines. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the new electronic stuff, too. I just hand it to them and say, show me how to do this.
Right?
So, Stasia, what about this beautiful talent that you've been directing?
Oh, it's so wonderful. Really
That's a
wonderful.
lot of songs.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a number of young people, all the daughters, and then a lot of the other characters, which are also young. So it's not a children's production, which we typically do in the summer, but there was a lot of young teens and mid-teens, and yeah, they're wonderful. The voices are great. I've worked with a lot of them. Some of them are my students, but then there were new people that I had never worked with before. And that's very exciting. And what's unusual about this musical compared to all the other ones that I've done is that there is an ensemble, like a chorus, but there are not, a number of musical numbers that are choral numbers. Like typically you'll have big ensemble pieces with choreography and all of that. And there really is only one really large one that opens the second act, a small one that opens the first act. So they're great. And then they move sets, and they've been very focused and on, doing their role, even though it's not huge like a typical musical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of dancing. There's lots of blocking. So it's unusual. And Little Women, they made at least 4 or 5 different film versions.
Right.
Some rather recently that are just incredible with wonderful actors. And, and it is a serious topic, but there is a lot of joy and comedy as well in this musical. So it's not like super heavy.
And then I think the inspiration of the dynamics of the young woman is very important for the young people, women and men, just to have that celebration of being a little bit of a rebel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't want to marry, she was kind of
I
resistant for
resemble
all
that
of
remark.
that. Yeah, exactly. So she really does represent a modern young person that wants to forge their way
Keep
into
the
the
dream.
world.
Dream on.
What
Yeah.
is the
Big.
time frame that the play is set in?
1897, I think.
1890s.
Yeah,
Civil War.
So
during the Civil War. So maybe a little earlier,
post-Civil War.
1892.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The girl's father is away in the army from the north as a chaplain, so he doesn't enter the musical at all, but
Yeah. Yeah.
he's spoken about.
So how many? We talk about it takes a community to do this. I've heard that it's a rather large cast and crew.
Yeah, someone asked me last night. I mean, I think our cast on stage is close to 30, if not 30.
Wow.
I should have counted.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of backstage, 1, 2, 3, 4 people on lights. The other, so there's probably like we have costumers, so probably, I don't know, another 8 to 10 people. crew and work with costumes and lights and sound. And speaking of sound, normally our musicals we work with an orchestra, but we had a hard time getting all of the musicians that we needed, as well the conductor that was up for conducting it. We also, excuse me, needed a violinist, which he is. So it was like a question: is he conducting? Is he playing violin? So we actually, things didn't work out to be able to work with an orchestra. So we're using the tracks that are quality sound work. But the challenge then musically is that the actors are tied to the timing of that.
Right.
It's not like the orchestra with the conductor can follow the actor. You know, if lines get lingered and they come in a little later, or so it's the kids are very used to that because they always use tracks in their summer productions. So for me as a singer and a musician, I really hate them. And the only other show that I believe we've ever used tracks was Seussical, Seussical the musical. Other than that, this is the second time. So we. So it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Plus, there are times where, like, we have a lot of set moves, so we needed music to cover all the moving of sets and the transitions. So we are really lucky to have John Heflick as a sound man, who's also, merged tracks, and he's really riding the volume of things, because we have some singers that are loud, big belters, which is typical for Broadway, but I would say the majority of our singers are slightly softer. So it's always a matter of levels, so that the singers aren't buried. And I have to do that with an orchestra as well. Oh, you're too loud here, it has to come down. And then there's lots of dialogue with underscore music. So that's a whole thing. And when you're using tracks, that's a real challenge. And John's been great.
Oh, yeah.
Just organizing. And we still are giving notes. Okay, louder here, softer there. And he's wonderful.
And to note, we don't microphone our performers.
Yes.
Okay.
We're one of the very few theaters that are still true live sound. We have wonderful sound, and it's a very live theater.
Yeah, acoustic. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful
Acoustically,
theater to
yes.
sing in.
Yeah, the acoustics in there are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're really good.
And we want to hold on to that. We want to make sure that we keep that, because that's novel.
Yeah.
And that's a skill set that's being lost to American theater.
Yeah, being able to build those and have the wherewithal to figure out where the acoustics are as you're building it.
And the dedication that goes into, it's so amazing, everybody's energy that it takes. It's a lot.
Right. We have wonderful support from our community.
Yes, that's
wonderful
and the
support from
parents that,
advertisers
and
parents.
and just it's just amazing what goes into a production,
Right.
As you well know.
Yeah, and
but it's passion.
And
It's a
funny to
passion.
watch people who've never been in a production walk in and like, oh my God,
Oh,
look at all the. Oh, how many hours? What? What do I have to do? How often do I have to be here?
The camaraderie
Yes.
amongst the actors and everyone. I think that's pretty magical.
Yeah,
It's
it
like a
brings
whole
us back
family,
in.
right?
Yes.
Family is
Definitely.
created.
Yeah,
I'm-
we're a
I'm just-
family.
You've kind of awoken me, because I would always have assumed that the tracks would be easier than dealing with a live orchestra, but now it makes sense, because the orchestra can work
It's
with
double. It's a two-edged sword.
Yeah.
You know what to expect, so you can practice.
Yeah.
But there's no leeway. For instance, there are a couple pieces that are very fast. So we were able to slow a little bit, just take them down a few percentages.
Yeah.
And with an orchestra, you have more leeway. There's more nuance. There are places in some of the pieces where, for Marmee, the mother, she has two beautiful songs, very heartfelt. And there's no leeway to, take a big, long retard, slowing it down, and then a hold on a note and making it really, really
Making it
crafting
yours.
it. So, which would take a lot of adjusting in the files, because
Right.
it is very digital. So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword. And as a performer and a singer, I would much prefer an orchestra with a conductor that I could say, I want to slow here, I want this a little faster, and then it backs off, and then it gets quiet. And so
Yeah.
there's really none of that kind of.
Yeah, and they also assume that you're going to be able to go from one set to another like that. They give you one measure.
Right.
And so you've got to figure out how to stop it there and then play something else so that you can move the set and then come back to that measure. And when you're looking at the screen, they're not showing you measures. They're not showing you the score. So you've got the score sitting over here. You've got the script sitting over here. And you're trying to look at both while you're getting just a time mark on the music.
Yeah, so kudos to John.
So, yes,
It's like
he is
we're
juggling up there with a little headset light on, you know.
I have a little altar, John. Thank you so much, for John. What was I going to say? Oh, and so Sean Tabeloff has built, yet again, this incredible set. But in regards to the changing scene changes and things like that, we didn't reference the script and what scene went to the next scene and to the next scene,
Right.
or musically. And so what ended up happening is that we end up we have to open this and then close it and then open the other part and then close it. And, if we had thought to look more at the script, the set might have been a little different. It's very beautiful, but there's a lot of opening and closing of sets.
Yeah.
Because he makes these magical, things that open up and then they close and become just a backdrop, but then they open up and it's a whole living room or a ballroom.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So,
Sean is a great. I've had the fortune of living across the street from two of the houses he's built.
Yeah, that's craftsman.
I was friends with both people living in the houses, and I was able to see some of the work he's done inside the houses. At this one room, it was mirrors and hand-done fairy carvings and logs and like this woodland fairy scene carved into wood going across the room. It was just absolutely incredible. And of course, the new owners, they got sold, and the new owners came in and tore it all out and threw it all in a dumpster.
Oh, that's really sad.
Like, what? I would have taken every piece of that wood. And
Oh
put it in
my
my
gosh.
house. I can't believe it. Yeah, their teenage daughter was pretty upset with them too. So,
I do also have to shout out to my amazing set crew, stage managers, and we have something new this year. We have a
intimacy
coach. And it is, I guess, the newest thing in theater. It's called respecting people's boundaries.
Yeah.
So when we get to the places where the script is saying, they need to hold hands or they need to touch or they need to kiss, the intimacy coach needs to step in and work with them on that so that they're comfortable with it.
Okay.
And showing that respect. Because the old age where the director just said, you do what I say, is out the door.
Oh, yeah.
It's out the door.
Yeah.
It's working in coordination with your cast and showing that respect. But we have an amazing Camille Abodere, if I'm saying her name right, is also helping produce the show. We're producers together, and she's amazing. I can't count on my hand how many people.
It's incredible.
Are
just
incredible. Yeah, they're backing this all up.
Listening to everything. And opening night is Friday.
Yes.
Okay. Just
tomorrow.
Just shout out.
Tomorrow's
and
there are still
night.
a few seats left. So we've gone to all digital selling our tickets. So it's tix.com where you can buy the tickets. And don't wait.
And it
a
runs
lot of times
like
we
3
sell.
weeks.
3 weekends.
3 weekends. 3 weekends.
Yeah, and the last weekend there's a Thursday performance, which is a special, I think it's $10, all the seats.
Oh, wow.
For the final
and
weekend.
tomorrow is $10
Just
all
the
seats.
just the Thursday.
So do you have? I have a card here with all the dates on them. But do you have the dates in your head? Do you want to tell us all of the dates, or do you need the card?
No, I don't need the card.
Okay.
Yeah, go Nancy, go.
Well, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and it's $10 all seats. That's our opening family-friendly night. And then we have Saturday and Sunday, which are both matinees at 2, which are the 7th, 8th, 9th, and then the following week, which is Friday the 13th, and Friday and Saturday, Sunday, and all matinees on all the Saturdays and Sundays, and 7 p.m. on Fridays. And then the last weekend is the 18th, which is, again, a family-friendly night for $10 a seat, and at 7 p.m. The 19th is 7 p.m. The 20th and the 21st.
I think the last show is the 22nd.
So, yeah, 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. I said not the 18th. The 18th, I'm going to go see The Notebook, so it better not have a show that night. But we finish on the 22nd of March. And this is pretty much our first 3 weekends, what we do all these shows on. So I maybe needed the card after all. But I'm okay.
Here,
and it's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yes,
it's
my
birthday.
birthday.
Celebrations
Today.
going on.
I've been celebrating my birthday with this theater for 37 years.
That's awesome.
That's incredible. So after the show, are you going to be involved in or obviously you're going to be involved in the next play. Do you have another play that you're directing coming up soon? Or?
Not that I'm directing,
Okay.
but we're redoing Matilda in July with the kids.
That is fantastic.
And we have a new team, which we're really excited about. I am also the manager of the theater. This is not my position here. This is a volunteer position, but I have a paid position as manager of the theater.
Okay.
So I will be involved.
So Matilda coming up. Matilda's one of my favorite Roald Dahl stories of all time. Of course, the old movie with the old one with Brie Perlman and Danny DeVito. Phenomenal. It's just it's still one of those. My kids and my kids are 19.
Oh, that's great, and they still like to see it.
We'll still sit down every once in a while and watch
Matilda.
Nice.
But the new version is also very exciting. Are you you're going with the musical version, correct?
Yeah, the junior version.
It's a junior version for the kids,
not the Tim Minchin version.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'll be, and I remember Stage Time did that. It was I think I had been working with Janet Setti. The granddaughter of Janet, and she'd been studying with me maybe 4 or 5 months, and then she got cast as Matilda, so that was fun to work with. So I know the show a little bit but it's been many years.
Yeah, yeah.
So that will be should be a great show.
Nice.
And we had to choose from 3 different productions, so Matilda was chosen. There were a couple other people teams that had brought other plays, so we're excited to have it.
You can never go wrong with that one.
Yep.
It's a great story.
And then we explode into May, where we have a lot of people that are using the theater. We are also, we have like the veterans are doing a fundraiser, and it's a benefit. We allow them to use the theater. The Kettle Falls High School's being used the theater. The Kettle Falls Strings are using the theater. The Kettle Falls Grade School will be using the theater. So we try to do a lot of public outreach also.
Yeah.
I mean, theater is not just for us. It's for the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot more than just Woodland.
It definitely is. And, theater itself is its own community. And, I talk about it, I'm kind of like a broken record, especially younger people getting into theater, the connections you make and the bonds you make.
Yes.
I think you share a vulnerability in theater that you don't share in, other activities, you do to a certain extent in sports, and nothing wrong in sports. I've played sports all growing up, but I also did theater, and the people that I grew up with that I'm still in contact with, it's all the people I knew in theater.
That's well put. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, there's just this connection that you make because you put yourself out there in a way that, emotionally, you just kind of lay everything out bare, and it's. But then you also get to hide behind that character. So it's sort of this, this dual-edged sword where for the audience, you get to hide behind a shield, but then the cast and crew, they all know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah, no, you can take those characters home with you.
Yeah, right?
I have to say, too, that, it is really incredible with Colville and here in Chewelah.
Yes.
The level of quality and training that's being offered to young people and all the way up, and the quality of shows that are put on in our small communities, because I moved up here from California. I grew up on the East Coast in New York, so have seen lots of theater, and when you attend these productions, it's like amazing the talent in our communities.
It's incredible.
It is.
It
And
really
artistically, too, like crafts, dance, the ballet work, the Irish dancers, they're world famous. So people are surprised when I talk about all the work that I do and the different things that I'm involved in, back east or in big cities, San Francisco. They go, wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Or people that come and expect kind of Grange level
right.
performances, and it's like, whoa.
No.
It's very
It's
exciting.
amazing, too. Like, it's full circle for me because I had the art center here that I transformed, and you taught vocals.
Yeah.
And a lot of people taught, and Doug and his family played some music once a month when we had our openings for our gallery. And Leah B., she's our youngest DJ on tonight, 6 to 8, pretty static. She danced with me when she was 9.
Oh, that's
and
great.
so it's just kind of interesting that here I am, helping Chuck out on Thursdays, and and it's like full circle. It's like, okay, so there's a lot of there are a lot of creative juices that flowed right through here, and still is happening.
And I think that's the beauty of our small communities.
Yes, it's amazing.
And my sister's pretty amazed, coming from New
Yes,
York.
I
So
bet.
she says, I love that everything is so close. And
Yeah.
And
No,
so
it's very
and so
exciting.
heartfelt. Like there's so much love and energy in our communities. I mean, it's just we are so blessed.
Well, and I it's definitely making a mark, and with the stuff I do with the creative district and the radio station, I talk to a lot of people. We get people coming from Olympia to talk to us, and I keep hearing the same thing over and over again. Whether it's lawmakers or people from Artswa, they come here and they're like, "What are you guys doing here?" They're like, "We hear all kinds of things in Olympia and Seattle about these little towns over in Eastern Washington doing these huge, amazing things, and people are like, you should go talk to them and see how they're doing this,
Right.
and bring this to our city."
And many of my students and many of the people that have come through both the programs at Stage Time and the theater in Paca and Woodland, many of them that start as young kids go on to major in theater or major in music. The director, we did teen directors for quite a while in the last 4 years with our kids show. And so we have a returning, she was probably, Lexi Larson, she was probably, she did all the original children's productions, so she might have been 7 when she started. And then she did Mary Poppins with us and did many, many adult shows. Came back as a teen director a couple years ago, and now is coming back as an adult to direct Matilda.
Yeah.
And so she's over, I think she's in Missoula at University of Idaho, I believe.
And
I might be wrong.
Missoula's children's theater.
Oh yeah, their children's theater.
incredible.
Yep, they come all around, right? So that's exposed. Yep.
It's incredible.
And just like sports, you find a niche, and many of the actors are sports.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Involved as well.
They come right
I
after
wish sometimes
rehearsal.
they weren't
Yeah.
because
Come
like
after
our
a
lead
game.
had intense workout practice right before she came to do a 3-hour performance. So anyway, no, I love sports.
Well, and I did find, especially in a team sport, I actually found that doing theater weirdly helped me a lot in sports as far as communicating. And like in football, I was a team captain. And as far as interacting with the team and
that makes sense.
my ability to stand in front of a group and talk
Right.
was really helped by theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, granted, especially for a lot of the physical comedy in theater, the sports probably helped out the other way around. But
Right.
I feel like my sports activities, I guess, even off the field, were enhanced by theater more than the other way around.
Yes.
Not that there's anything. It gets your kids doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah. That's great.
Opening night is quite exciting, isn't
Yes.
it? I mean, I bet you the energy is just like, whew.
Well, it'll be really interesting to Sean has also created a 10-minute video to show beforehand that is showing a lot of the 50 years of what we've done at Woodland Theater.
That's incredible.
that's
So
incredible.
it'll be
Yeah,
very
I
nice
love
to
that.
show. We have a full screen movie theater, screen, and
It comes
be able to
down
do it.
in front
It'll
of the
show
stage.
every
Yeah,
performance.
it's like a
not
retrospective.
every, but quite
that
a
one-
few.
But I
Quite a
mean,
few.
what I'm saying is that this program that he put together to honor 50 years, that'll happen before every
Yes,
show.
every
That's
show.
What yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And what I've enjoyed the times I've been in your theater is, you've got all the photos and everything of all the previous productions, and it's amazing. You look through those, how many faces you recognize, not just from Kettle Falls,
Yes.
but from all around the area.
Yes.
There were a couple of people I recognize that I know. I don't know them from Chewelah. I know them from Spokane.
Yeah.
And I can't think of who they were off the top of my head, but like, holy cow, I know those people, but they don't live here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, Sherry Freeman was
Yeah, of
really,
course, very involved.
yeah.
yeah.
It was kind of 50-50 split, I think. I'm not sure if she did more work in Chewelah, but she was at Woodland for a long time. And then the Kittlesons, Marty and Chris, they're down in Spokane now and do a lot with
The Civic.
Civic Theater. They were, ensconced in Woodlands as well.
Outstanding. Well,
Good.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying great.
No, as you said, we only have a few minutes left here. I just want to remind everyone again of the show times. The show starts this week, tomorrow night, March 6th at 7 p.m.
Yep.
And the tickets are available at where again?
At Colville Chamber of Commerce or TIX.com. And if we're not sold out, they're also available at the door.
Okay.
And right now we're not sold out, so.
Okay. So, yeah, I got to get mine soon before they sell out.
Oh, that does it.
Yes.
With Fiddler, it happened pretty quickly.
Did it?
We were sold out every single night, and we had people coming in and trying to get in. But,
Wow.
we can only see so many. The fire guy does this thing about, you can't set up chairs over there. No.
Yep. No, I get that. All right. So, yeah, definitely get your tickets available now, or get your tickets now, Tix.com, the Chamber of Commerce. And, yeah, it's going to be a great show. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it.
Yeah.
I know I've talked to some parents that have sort of, seen some of the rehearsals going on, and they're like, wow. This is gonna
And
be
you can
incredible.
also call the Chamber of Commerce, the Colville Chamber of Commerce, and get the tickets over the phone.
Okay,
If
great.
you don't
Oh,
want
that's
to
good.
travel
That's
up.
good to know.
And it's fairly easy to do with your credit card.
That's fantastic. Do you guys have any closing words? Anything you want to say to anyone before we go?
Oh, just thanks for inviting us, and we love the work you're doing down
Yeah.
here. It's
Yes.
wonderful. Thanks.
And thank you for the cast. Our cast, the girls are outstanding. Every single one of them. All the women in it and all the men in it. They've really pulled it together at the last minute. And
That's exciting.
finding those characters, those real characters that are telling real stories. And they just poured their hearts and souls into it.
Oh, phenomenal. All right. So Little Women, Woodland Theater, this Friday, opening night, 6 p.m. Oh,
7.
No, 7 p.m. Sorry, 7
That's
p.m. I
okay.
was thinking of
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Don't come at 6.
They would get there early enough to get tickets that way.
Right? All right. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming out today.
Thank
Tom,
you.
Doug, Scott, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank our listeners out there for 14 years. We got a lot more years in store for us. Really appreciate everyone out there. Thank you to our sponsors. And you can stay tuned right here tonight on KCHW from 6 to 8 p.m. for Pretty Static with Leah B. 8 to 9 p.m. Our Celts is in a twist. Then from 9 to 11 is Acoustic Cafe. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank
too.
you.
Bye-bye.
Fun
This has been our
show.
KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
Wow.
I got to get the right
I
stuff
am
lined
really
up here.
impressed with this space you guys have created.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Wow. What a
KCHW Chewelah Community Radio.